This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome to Centennial High School here in Las Cruces as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Centennial Hawks face off for the second time this season. The Tigers looking to get them back as Centennial beat Alamogordo on the road. I guess that was about 2.5 weeks ago, and a 54-44 final. And three teams in the district currently tied at 2-3. Alamogordo is one of them. Centennial is another, and Mayfield. You've got Las Cruces at 4-1, and Oregon Mountain leading the way at 5-0. So these games certainly against Centennial and Mayfield and Gadsden, we throw that in there. If you want to try to finish in the top half of the district, need these wins, and that's the same for Centennial, the same for Alamogordo. In the first matchup, Alamo really struggled with the size of Centennial, specifically Cooley Tao. He had a big game, especially in the first half. Tigers got it going a little bit better against him in the second half, but it was kind of a little too late, and they didn't shoot the ball especially well. So we'll see if they can get their shooting stroke going the way that they want it to start things off tonight. And I think on the road, you certainly don't want to find yourself in a hole early to try and keep this game within a possession or two if you are trailing, or try to jump out and get to a fast start, which Alamo has certainly done that at times throughout the year. This is a team that, kind of just depends on the day on whether they can jump out to a quick start. We saw them do it against Mayfield. We saw them do it against Gadsden. And can they do it tonight? Certainly are capable of it, and I'm excited to see how the Tigers battle this evening against a good Centennial team tonight. I'll tell you what, Centennial gave both Cruces and Oregon Mountain, I think, of Alamogordo and Mayfield, they played them the toughest. However, Centennial ended up losing to Mayfield, which was, I guess, a little bit of a head scratcher just based on, watching the two teams. But I don't think there's a whole lot of a separation between Alamo, Centennial, and Mayfield. It's just going to come down to, who's performing well on, that given night, and are they, playing their best possible basketball. And, we'll find out here in about 10 minutes or so how it's going to shake out this roll around. But the Tigers certainly have been playing, I think, solid basketball, but it's kind of been one on, one off for Alamo. When they played Centennial, though, the first go around, I sort of felt like that was a tough turnaround. They had played Friday and Saturday and then turned around and played on Monday. And so 3 games in 4 days, I thought that was, something that maybe caused them a little bit of problems there. Maybe not. We'll find out tonight. Centennial, if they, are able to win in a similar fashion, it certainly may not have much of an impact when that went down a couple weeks ago. So we'll find out. As you can probably hear in the background, Centennial has their bands in the house, just like Oregon Mountain. It takes up an entire section. They've got a lot here. So always, I think it's always a good atmosphere to have the band in the house, even for a road game. I think, that makes it even more fun if you can go in and grab a victory against a tough atmosphere, I think, for sure. So we'll see what happens tonight. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9, and the Alamogordo Tigers and the Centennial Hawks getting ready to tip off in about 10 minutes. We hope you'll stay with us. You're listening to Tigers basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
When life is in full swing, First National mobile banking app provides a useful solution to help you manage your finances. Check your balance, pay bills, or deposit a check. Banking on the go, anytime, anywhere. This is Susie with First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Big Brothers Big Sisters needs you. We are always looking for bigs and littles for both community-based and site-based matches. We only need 1 hour per week for you to invest in the life of a child. No special skills are required, just the ability to listen, care, and support. When you give us that 1 hour per week, together we can change a life. To get started, call Brenda Dorsey, Vice President of Rural Programs at 575-708-0716. Again, that number is 575-708-0716. Thank you in advance.
Hi, this is Cambry Seiling, Executive Director of Kids Inc. Child Advocacy Center. Kids Inc. serves child victims in Otero and Lincoln counties by providing child forensic interviews, family advocacy, crisis counseling, medical referrals, and case tracking in coordination with our many multidisciplinary team partners working child abuse and neglect investigations. Our mission is to increase the quality of life for our children. For more information, contact me at 575-214-2558.
Welcome back to Las Cruces. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Centennial Hawks face off. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, as the Tigers coming into this evening's matchup at 10-11 overall on the season, 2-3 in district. Centennial at 7-14 overall on the year, and 2-3 in district as well. Since these two teams last played on the 20th of January, Centennial lost to Mayfield 57-48, beat Gadsden 64-33. As I said, played Cruces and Oregon Mountain really tight. A 6-point game against Oregon Mountain, a 3-point game against Cruces, whereas Mayfield and Alamo did not play nearly as well against Cruces and Oregon Mountain in their two matchups. Alamo lost by 22 to Las Cruces and 38 to Oregon Mountain, whereas Mayfield lost by 11 to Oregon Mountain and 8 to Cruces. So Alamo's actually played the worst of the three against what have at least looks like the top two teams in the district. But I will say, I think on any given night, I think Alamo's capable of playing with Cruces and Oregon Mountain. Had a really bad night against Oregon Mountain. Cruces, that one kind of, and it was interesting, I kind of talked to Coach before one of the games, and it was one of those, it was like you looked up and all of a sudden you're down by 20. It sort of got away progressively, you know. Alamo had some of those games early in the year, like against Carlsbad, and so I didn't think they played that badly against Las Cruces, but Cruces played well. So obviously you don't want to lose those games, but now you get them in your place the second go around. The key for Alamo is, can they beat Centennial and Gadsden and Mayfield on the road? They really need those 3 wins. And we obviously at this point of the season we're talking about who's going to make the playoffs. I think even if Alamo, Centennial, or Mayfield were to jump Las Cruces and get to second place, I'm not sure that's going to be enough to get them in. So I think at this point of the year, you're probably playing for district tournament seeding, because that's going to be your path into the postseason. If you're Alamo, if you're Centennial, if you're Mayfield, Cruces, if they finish in second place in the district, even if they don't beat Oregon Mountain this year, but if they can beat everybody else, they should make it. Shouldn't be a problem for them. So, that's certainly a case for Alamogordo, or for them, that they'll be in. Oregon Mountain's going to be fine. And, it's certainly a case of, they've played really well all season long, and I think they're going to be a tough out for somebody in the playoffs. If they're playing their best basketball when we get around to March, they're going to be difficult in Albuquerque to beat. They've got a really solid group that's playoff tested as well. Obviously, they've played a lot of postseason games in recent years. But one thing I will say is I don't think it's crazy to believe that one of these 3 teams that I keep talking about, Mayfield, Alamogordo, or Centennial, could have a chance to win the district tournament, because I think all 3 of them are capable of playing with Oregon Mountain and Cruces. So on a given night, I think they have the chance to pull off an upset. But for the Tigers, it's focusing on this one right here. Can't worry about any of that stuff in the future. It's fine for the radio guy to sit here and look at those kind of things, but they've got to focus and go out there and take care of business tonight. And obviously next week they'll get Oregon Mountain and Mayfield for the second go around there, and we'll see how that goes. But I think they recognize that they didn't play very well the first time when they faced Centennial. They've got to be better in the post against the size of Centennial, whether it's denying entry passes or just being better at boxing out and not giving them those second opportunities. That's something that Alamogordo has certainly struggled with as the season has gone on, is they have not done a very good job of defensively rebounding well. So they've got to really get that shored up in games especially like this, where they are going to have a little bit of a disadvantage in the middle. The Tigers, they've got good size, but the size for Centennial in the last game really was, I thought, the difference in the matchup. And then the things that the Tigers really can control is, not turning the ball over. The simple turnovers, whether it's a traveling violation or, just losing the basketball, in a without any pressure from the other team. Those are the things, obviously, that you've got to avoid as we head down the stretch here. 5 games left, and there's just no room for error if you want to be playing postseason basketball this year. It hasn't been a bad season for the Tigers. I think it's been a solid year for as much turnaround that they've had. I know they're going to look at it and feel like they could be in a better spot right now. There's probably 4 or 5 games that they look at in the schedule that they certainly could have had. The Portales game, stands out. That's the one at least just pops off to the top of my mind. Probably the first one against Centennial, and I'm sure a few others in there as well. So Tigers are going through their final warm-ups. Centennial has gone to their bench, and we'll be about ready for tonight's tip-off when we return. It's Alamogordo and Centennial here at the Nest, I believe is what they call this. I know it's around here somewhere, but it's on the wall somewhere around here, but I'm not seeing it for some reason. But a beautiful gym if you've never been here before, one of the best in the state. And we will return here to Las Cruces. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first-name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Centennial team is currently getting announced. Alamogordo starters. Jaden Hernandez, number 3, a 5'11 freshman. Number 4, Isaiah Richards, a 5'11 junior. Number 30, Ethan Grinder. Also, number 15, Julian Favela, a 6'4" sophomore, and Marcus Bright, Jr. And he is wearing number 24, a 6' senior. And they're announcing the reserves for Centennial and getting ready to announce the starters for the Hawks. By the way, the Tigers are in their black road jerseys, white numerals, gold outlining, Alamogordo across the front of their jersey. Starters for Centennial, number 1, Trayson Huntsman, a 6'3" junior. Number 12, Johnny Renteria Jr. Number 13, a sophomore, Ruiz Labarin. Cooley 2, number 23, is a junior, probably about 6'6". And number 34, Andres Atencio Villegas. So I was pronouncing Cooley's last name incorrectly in the first game. Apologies to him. I think I had it as Tau. But I'm sure for the Centennial fans that might have been listening that night, I'm sure they knew who I was talking about. So apologies on that one. So Cooley 2 will take the center tip against Julian Favela. Officials are ready to go. And we're about ready to get this one underway. Not too late, about 15 minutes after the scheduled time, which after playing a C team in a JV, that's a pretty decent setup there. And pretty familiar officiating crew. We've seen them in Alamogordo and Las Cruces a lot over the years. Couldn't honestly tell you where the guys are from, but I think guys that have done a good job And we've seen that. Ball's tipped in the air, and two will win the tip and get it up ahead to Trayson Huntsman. And then a pass going to be behind Atencio Villegas. Goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will inbound it at the far sideline. We are behind the scorers table on the top level. Tiger bench is down and to our right, and Centennial's bench down and to our left. Tigers going right to left in the first half as Marcus Bryant Jr. will rattle home a three. They didn't go over the screen, and so he took the little bit of breathing room he got and put it down. Tigers lead 3-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. In the corner and firing up the left elbow jump shot and missing. And then a foul going to be called on Ethan Grinder. And so he picks up an early foul. Johnny Renteria will go to the free throw line to shoot two for the Hawks. And he will miss on the first. Had a pretty decent student section that has shown up for Centennial. Some of their baseball and softball players still in uniform after their practice, I'm sure. And the second free throw will go in for Renteria. 3-1, Alamogordo leads on the Richardson Motor scoreboard as Bryant's got it in the backcourt. And we'll send it over to Isaiah Richards. Richards brings it into the front court. Richards, double team, and looking for some help. Eventually finds Bryant. Favela left corner, open for three. Can't get it to go. Battles for the rebound. Labyrin able to grab it and then gives it up to Renteria. Renteria to the right wing, now drives into the lane. And the ball stolen away by Richards. Richards pushing into the front court. Richards, pull-up jump shot from the left elbow, just rolls off. Labyrin again with the rebound for Centennial. Renteria, again, will bring it into the front court. Ball to the right elbow, Labyrin. Spins in the lane, misses on the shot. Rebound eventually tipped out to Jaden Hernandez. Hernandez trying to work his way up the floor is going to be fouled by Centennial. It'll be Renteria who picks up his first. 6:43 to go, first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and the Tigers are leading 3-1. Richards to inbound at the far sideline. Richards will get it to Bryant, right back to Isaiah, who dribbles to the top of the key. Now off to Jaden. Favela setting a screen at the top of the key. Hernandez to his right to Marcus. Marcus fires up another three. That one's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Huntsman. He'll give it up to Renteria, and he'll bring it into the front court. Back to Huntsman in the right corner. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Tao at the top of the key, or to top of the key. Now Labyrin inside. Back outside. Huntsman fires up a three. That's too strong. And Favela will grab the loose ball. And it'll be Hernandez the other way with 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Tigers still a 3-1 advantage. Bryant, left corner. He's going to fire another three, and he hits another one. So Marcus 2 of 3 from the outside, and the Tigers lead 6-1. 5:57 to go in the first quarter. Ball at the left wing. Atencio Villegas. Now Labyrin. Tigers in a zone. Ethan Grinder working hard to try to keep the ball away from Cooley 2. He's got it at the left elbow. Now at the left wing. With a pick and roll. 2 is going to lose his balance and fall, but the ball ends up in the hands of Sandoval. Now Huntsman working out from the corner, goes up with the scoop shot. It's no good. He's able to get his own miss. Finds 2 in the middle of the lane, goes up with the shot. That's no good, but he is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Julian Favela picks up the foul for Alamogordo. Two will make the first free throw. 6-2 the score now with 5:26 to go in the first. Hawks still looking for their first field goal. Tigers have hit a couple of threes here early in the going. And 2 will miss, and the rebound, Favela tipped it to himself, and will give it to Hernandez. Jaden will slow walk it into the front court, try to cross-court pass, and stolen away. 2 will race into the front court, get to the baseline, had the ball knocked away out of bounds by Bryant. That was good defense in getting back in transition for Bryant. That was something Alamogordo had trouble with in the first game. The the half-court trap that Centennial runs, the Tigers did not handle that especially well in the first game, and it just sort of slowed down their offense. And they committed the turnover. Renteria gets the inbounds. 2. We'll give it to Labyrinth, who gets in the lane. Back of the rim shot, no good. Grinder able to grab the rebound. 5 minutes to go, first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers lead 6-2. Hernandez gets into the lane, feeds it to Bryant, who's up and underneath the basket. Bryant tried to go up on the reverse. He felt like he got fouled. No call. And Renteria brings the ball in the front court for the Hawks. Huntsman's got it at the right wing. Huntsman will go to 2 at the top of the key. 2 will give it to his right, and it's Labyrinth with it. He's working off a screen from 2. Goes up with the jump shot, no good. Hawks have been missing kind of badly on some of these shots early. Here's Hernandez racing all the way to the basket and lays it up and in. Wasn't a quick break to the basket, but it was definitely a slow burn, fast break, and then he turned it on as he got to the top of the key and raced to the basket. So it's 30-second timeout on the floor for Centennial. And the Tigers with a good start to open up this one. I would say you can't count on Centennial struggling shooting the basketball the way they have over the first few minutes of this game. So if you're Alamo, take advantage of this point when Centennial's not shooting the ball well. Get yourself out ahead as best you can. And then again, I don't know. I've seen games where Alamo struggled shooting and it never really picked back up. So, and same for other teams. But I think Centennial's been missing on some shots that were certainly makeable in the lane from Labyrinth and 2. 4:20 remaining in the first. Ball in the backcourt, and the Tigers turning on some pressure. Hawks able to break it. Huntsman will give it up to Labyrinth, who drives the basket. Shot no good. 2 at his hands on the rebound. Deflects out to Huntsman. Huntsman will give it out to Atencio Villegas, then back to Huntsman. So an extra opportunity here for the Hawks. As we hit the halfway point of the first quarter, Tigers leading 8-2. Renteria passed the ball out to the left corner. Nobody was there, and Alamogordo will get it back. So it's been a little sloppy here for Centennial. They've had 2 of those passes that were to essentially nobody, and then the missed buckets. You throw in that as well. Hernandez will give it up to Bryant in the front court, the left wing. Top of the key. Favela. Now it's Hernandez. Hernandez right wing with the basketball. Gives it up to Richards at the top of the key. Richards lost his balance. Still has the basketball. Gave it to Favela. And Coach Nee called a timeout. Trying to help Isaiah. Isaiah eventually was able to gather back in and find a teammate. But not a terrible thing to use a 30-second timeout here early. We'll go ahead and keep it right here again. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Tigers 8. Hawks 2. And a shout out to all of our sponsors, Otero Federal Credit Union, the Winner's Circle, Local Credit Union, Ochoa Stucco, First National Bank, and Ryan Richardson Motor Company. So it'll be the Tigers sending back out their starting 5. Bryant, Grinder, Favela, Hernandez, and Richards. And the Tigers will inbound at the near sideline. Hawks have only made 1 sub so far. Braden Allison is in the game now. Inbounds goes to Bryant in the corner. Richards, now Hernandez. Hernandez standing at the center circle with 3:33 to go. Gives it up to Bryant at the right wing. Bryant will fire up another 3. That one back of the rim, no good. 2 grabs the rebound and gives it up to Renteria. Can't blame Bryant for trying there. They didn't really come out and guard him, but wasn't able to knock it down. Ball out in the left corner, and Favela tried to get in there and steal it away from Labyrinth, who went to the basket, couldn't finish with the right hand, and the Tigers have the rebound. It's Hernandez up the far sideline for Alamogordo at the right wing. Now looks to drive in the lane and does. Goes up with the right hand, can't finish. And the rebound grab by Huntsman. Good take there. 2 into the front court, gets it right back. Goes up with a shot attempt, and they'll call a jump ball to be Alamogordo possession. Ethan Grinder got in there and was able to get a hand on it. They had 2-on-1 there for a second. Grinder came in late and was able to help out the defense. William Bynum's into the game for Alamogordo. So is Antoine Herrera-Hamilton as the Tigers make their first subs of the game. Bynum has it. Ball in the backcourt. Now he brings it across the timeline. Tried to get it to Hernandez. Pass in front of him, though. And then tried to feed it up ahead to Atencio Villegas, and that was too far ahead of him, and it'll be Alamogordo possession. The Hawks have created some turnovers, but haven't been able to finish on the fast break. And that's fortunate for Alamogordo. And Tigers almost turn it over in the backcourt. A deflected ball, though, goes to Hernandez. Grinder at the baseline, tries to work his way inside. I think that ball was partially blocked. It's tipped out, though, to Hernandez. Free throw line jump shot. That's just off. Herrera-Hamilton able to grab the rebound. He goes up with the jumper. That's no good. And the Tigers rushing things a little bit as the Hawks get in the front court quickly. Huntsman in the right corner. Inside they try to go to 2, and that was good work from Grinder to deny the entry. Bryson Bloom will come into the game now, and I think he'll be tasked now with defending 2, or I don't know if they're going to switch that up. Tigers are switching to a zone, it looks like. Huntsman gets the inbounds, and getting right of the lane was Allison. He'll have to go back outside. Huntsman inside to 2. 2 goes up with the right hand, able to finish. Decent defense there by Bloom, but that was a difficult ask. Bryson gets the ball in the front court, and he tried to pass it back to Bryant, and he turns it over. And the Tiger turnover is starting to mount up a little bit. Hawks 8-4 as Herrera-Hamilton will foul Renteria out of the top of the key as he tried to attack. Alamogordo will get Centennial will get the inbounds. Baseline right, sub for Centennial. Labyrinth will come back into the game. And 2 is the one that is checking out for Centennial. 1:46 to go in the first. Tigers lead 8-4. And the inbounds to the corner, Huntsman. They'll go right back to Labyrinth, who inbounded, then back to Huntsman. Corner 3 on the way is no good. Rebound, though, grabbed by the Hawks. Atencio Villegas able to work way to the rim and lay it up and in. It's 8-6. 1:30 to go here in the first. Tigers on an 8-2 run to begin the game, but have now seen their lead shrink. Bynum's got the ball in the right corner. Picks up his dribble, looking for help. Gets Hernandez out near the midcourt line. Hernandez attacks, gets to the basket, lays it up and in. And second bucket for Jaden Hernandez as the Tigers lead 10-6. 1:09 to go in the first quarter. Labyrinth's got it at the top of the key. Dribbles to the left wing, hands it off. Renteria with the basketball now, gets a screen. Spins into the lane, goes up with a tough shot. Rebound is going to be deflected out of bounds. I think it's last off Alamo. Hernandez and Allison were battling for the rebound underneath. And last off of Jaden. At the end line, Centennial will inbound with 56.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball goes out to the top of the key. Allison gets to the free throw line, open for a jump shot, and that one falls in for him. 48 seconds remaining. It's a 10-8 game. Tigers get in the front court. Bynum, top of the key, fires up a 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound is deflected around, but eventually controlled by Huntsman. And the Hawks can tie it or take the lead here with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. As Renteria will bring it across midcourt, stands at the center circle. Hernandez guarding him to the right elbow, and Allison drives the basket, goes up with the shot. He's fouled. Oh, no, they're going to call a travel before that. 21.4 seconds remaining. And the Tigers will have a chance to extend their lead here before the end of the quarter. As Hernandez will bring it across midcourt. They double team him. Feeds it over to Bynum at the far side. Then back to Hernandez. 9 seconds remaining. Jaden looking to attack. And a whistle. And they're going to call a double foul away from the basketball on Herrera-Hamilton and I believe Allison. And so an inbounds with 5.2 seconds remaining. And so the Tigers, I think they were going to sub, but they changed their mind. And so Bryan will inbounds at the baseline. Finds Bynum. 4 seconds. Bynum. 1 second left. And Hernandez will fire it up from near half court. I don't think Bynum was aware of how much time was remaining on the clock. That was one of those that where he was, he probably should have caught and shot it, but that's over now. But the Tigers, good start to this game, 10-8 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And we will return to Centennial High School here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 1019. Stay with us.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today, oterofcu.org. All others subject to credit approval, other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019. The Tigers 10-8 leading this one. Centennial will have the ball to begin the quarter. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Tigers going left to right, Hawks right to left. And the Tigers deflect the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Centennial on this side. Tigers with Aaron Herrera, Antoine Herrera Hamilton, Bryson Bloom, William Bynum, and Jaden Hernandez on the floor. As Renteria will give it up to Anthony Aris. Now top of the key, Cooley 2 gets inside to Labyrin. Labyrin able to get position deep in the lane, and that was pretty easy for him to get in there and finish that. Herrera with the basketball on the far side, double teamed, has the ball deflected away, and it's stolen away by 2. 2 goes up with a shot and finishes. 12-10, Centennial has their first lead of the night. As that half-court trap has really been hurting the Tigers. Herrera Hamilton tried to get it to Herrera at the free throw line, but ball was deflected away. Tigers, though, able to steal it back. And here is Bynum getting to the bucket, but can't finish. And the rebound is grabbed by Renteria. They're definitely letting a fair amount of contact go. And into the front court with it was Aris to Renteria, back to Aris. They give it to 2. He's got it at the top of the key and gave it to Labyrin, who was cutting in the lane, and I'll call a foul on Alamogordo with 6:46 to go here in the quarter. Baseline right, inbounds. Labyrin will put it in for Centennial. They give it to Atencio Villegas, who catches in the lane, goes up with the shot, can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 2 had 3 points for the Hawks in that first quarter to lead the way. For the Tigers, it was Marcus Bryant Jr. with 6. Jaden Hernandez had 4. 12-10, Centennial with 6:44 to go in the quarter. Tigers just picked up their second team foul. Back of the rim, no good on the free throw from Atencio Villegas. And one more for the Centennial senior. He will miss on both, and the rebound is grabbed by Bloom. Give it up to Hernandez. Hernandez pushes it up ahead to Herrera. Herrera in the right corner loses the handle of the basketball. Renteria puts it into the front court, gets it to Atencio Villegas with some pressure from Herrera Hamilton. He gets called for a hold, and it's already the third team foul for the Tigers over the first minute 28 here. Tigers will sub out Bloom and Herrera Hamilton and Bynum and bring back their starters, Favela, Bryant, and Richards. Labrin inbounding in the corner. Gets it outside to 2. Now Renteria with the basketball. Gives it up to the right wing, now to the right corner. Labrin will find Eris. Eris been moved into the lane. Shot's no good. Rebound, eventually controlled by Favela. And Richards will work it up ahead to Hernandez. Finds Richards. Pump fakes, works in the lane, goes up with the shot, draws the foul. Tencio Villegas. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Isaiah Richards. Tencio Villegas thought he got a clean block, but I don't see how he could have. He was coming from behind, and he would have had to go through Richards' hands. But Isaiah misses the first free throw. Tigers taking Grinder off the lane, so just one man there to try and rebound for Alamogordo. But Richards makes the second, and it's a 1-point game. 12-11, 6:06 to go here in the first half. Tencio Villegas gets it. Working around to Huntsman, right corner 3 on the way is no good. Rebound is now on the floor, and it is going to be a jump ball. Atencio Villegas sort of covered it up, and should be Alamogordo possession. So the Tigers will have it with 5:51 to go in the second. Bryant will get the inbounds, give it back to Hernandez. 1-2-2 pressure here, but they double team when the Tigers get it in the front court. Hernandez gets the left elbow, gets in the lane, up with the floater, and good. Jaden Hernandez with the runner from about 8 feet out. And here come the Hawks the other way. 2 will find Huntsman. Huntsman works in the lane, and he'll get the shot up and in. And the Hawks retake the lead. So the Tigers ran a little bit of pressure there. Hawks beat it. Tigers in the front court. Here's Favela. Working baseline, gets cut off by Labrin. Goes back outside to Hernandez. Jaden thought about the 3, passes it up to Favela. Richards now works right of the lane, goes up with the shot off the glass, no good. Rebound is tipped and controlled by Labrin. Gives it up to Huntsman, and then back to Labrin, who will give it up to Huntsman, who brings it in the front court to the right wing. Huntsman is going to travel as... Couldn't really tell what happened there. It seemed like he stumbled as he started to attack the basket. And with 4:56 to go in the second, it's Centennial 14, Alamogordo 13. Hasn't been the best played game of basketball from either side, but I don't know, not terribly surprising. It's just kind of a dogfight here. Corner 3 on the way, no good from Favela, and the rebound grabbed by the Hawks. Here's Eris working right of the lane, kicks it out to the right wing. Huntsman pull-up jump shot is good. Huntsman from about 15 feet out, just in front of the right wing, is able to put it in, and the Hawks lead is 3. Richards gets it in the front court and was double-teamed. The Tigers 3 or 4 times have just sort of, I don't know, I would say lackadaisically walked into the front court. You know you're going to get trapped, and then just throw an errant pass. Labrin trying to work his way left of the lane. And he is going to be fouled by Isaiah Richards. And that's going to lead to free throws for Labrin. Free throws no good. And one more for Ruiz Labrin, the sophomore. Labrin will rattle home the second. He's got 3 points. Tigers trail by 4, 17-13. Bryant with the ball in the backcourt. Gives it up to Hernandez. Then back to Bryant. Bryant along the baseline, fires up a tough jump shot. Grinder in there to get the rebound. Putback is there for Ethan Grinder. his first bucket of the game. The Tigers trail 17-15. And the Hawks break the Tiger pressure pretty easily. Cooley 2 gets a pass from Eris. His shot is no good, but he will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Julian Favela picks up the foul. The foul count has certainly been against the Tigers, I would say, in this first half. As the first free throw is no good. 2's got 5 points. Certainly has not had the game he had the first time around in the first half. Alamo really struggled to defend him. They've done a better job in the second game. One more for the junior. And he will make on the second. Tigers trail 18-15. Richards brings it across midcourt into the double team and turns it over. 2 will push it into the front court to Huntsman. Huntsman to the basket, and Hernandez played good defense and got the block. Tigers will get an easy layup on the other end because Bryant was behind the play, and Marcus has got 8. Had a lot of that the other night against Gadsden. 18-17, Centennial leads. The ball at the right wing. Now Huntsman gets it to the left wing. Huntsman hands it off to Renteria. Off a screen from 2. Actually, that's Eris. Now it's Renteria, 2. Trying to work right of the lane. They'll call the foul, and it'll be an offensive foul as he pushed off with the arm. Richards got in there to draw the charge. Inbounds for the Tigers with 3:06 to go in the second, down by 1. Bryant with the basketball in the backcourt. Finds Grinder up underneath the basket. Somehow got a shot up that touched off the rim. It was not a good angle, but the rebound goes to Centennial, and they bring it into the front court. Renteria finds a pass to Allison. Now Renteria's got it back at the right wing. Renteria into the lane. Goes up with the shot and able to finish with the right hand. Tigers had a bit of a mismatch outside with Grinder. And it's back out to a 3-point lead for Centennial. 2:30 to go in the first half. Tigers cross the timeline. Richards gets in the lane, finds Grinder, goes up with a shot, and I guess that was partially blocked by 2. I thought he hit it off the backboard, or had already gone off the backboard, but Tigers made some good passes but couldn't finish in close. 2 goes up with the shot inside. Good defense by Grinder. That's no good, and here come the Tigers off the rebound. Bryant with the basketball. Finds Grinder to the left corner. It's Hernandez who will fire up a 3. He puts it in. 9 points for Hernandez as he ties up the game at 20. 1:47 to go in the quarter. They get it underneath to 2, but he couldn't finish. That one was halfway down and somehow swirled out. They did everything right there, and just bad luck. If you're Centennial, Tigers, though, will take it, and they've got the ball. Bryant looking over to Coach Nee, and I think wanting, I don't know, not happy with the play call or what's going on there, but Bryant finds Richards. Left wing fires up a 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, battle for underneath, but won by Centennial. Josh Reynolds has checked into the game. Totally missed that. Huntsman to the basket, goes up with a shot, and they'll call an offensive foul as Grinder set up and drew the charge. $1:10 to go. And the Tigers will sub in Bryson Bloom for Grinder. Richards, Reynolds, Bryant, and Hernandez on the floor. Bryant with the ball in the backcourt. And we'll get it to Bloom. Bloom to Hernandez, who finds Richards, right corner. He's open for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound going to be tipped out of bounds. The foul is, it looks like on the rebound on Reynolds, and I believe it'll be free throws on the other end for Centennial with 56.7 seconds remaining. And we'll see who they say is taking them. It'll be Huntsman that will be shooting 2 free throws. Tied up at 20. 56.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Huntsman will miss on the first. Centennial shooting a little bit under 50% from the line at the half. And they've definitely had the advantage at the line. They've been there plenty. Tigers have just shot 2 free throws in the first half. Huntsman will make the second and put Centennial in front by 1. Richards gets the inbounds. They'll bring it across midcourt and again turn it over. Dribbled right into the double team and then tried to fit a pass into a tight window. I think that's 3 or 4 times. And it's top of the key. Huntsman will give it up to Renteria at the right wing. Renteria at the left elbow will miss on the jump shot, and the Tigers have the rebound with 33 seconds remaining. And then Richards tried to hurl a football pass up the court and turns it over. 24 seconds remaining. Huntsman will give it up to Renteria. Renteria out near, Aris out midcourt. Now it's Renteria, the 4 and the 1. Killing me in this game. They got 12 and 42, and for some reason when the jersey's kind of folded, it looks the same. 2's got it in the corner. 6 seconds remaining. Bounce pass to Renteria at the free throw line. Renteria goes up with a shot. Reynolds going to be called for a foul with 1.3 seconds remaining, and the Hawks will have 2 free throws with limited time remaining. Reynolds picks up his second. Renteria is 1 of 2 at the line. 3 points to this evening. And will make on the first. And if you're Alamo, the big thing here is if there's a miss to not let Atencio Villegas or 2 grab a rebound and then go. I think the thing I'd be concerned about is committing a foul. But no worries there as the free throw goes in. And Hernandez tries to go length of the court with a shot. It's no good. And we're through 1 half of play. Centennial 23, Alamogordo 20. And you're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up next.
When life is in full swing, First National mobile banking app provides a useful solution to help you manage your finances. Check your balance, pay bills, or deposit a check. Banking on the go, anytime, anywhere. This is Susie with First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. It's Centennial 23, Alamogordo 20 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And your halftime stats, kind of unusual for Alamogordo, just a couple of guys really on the score sheet. Usually they're very spread out with their scoring, but it's Jaden Hernandez with 9 points lead the Tigers. Marcus Bryant Jr.'s got 8, 2 points for Ethan Grinder, and 1 point for Isaiah Richards. Meanwhile, for Centennial, kind of looks a little bit more like Alamogordo's score sheet usually, that they've got 4 or 5 guys that are, or I should say 5 or 6 guys out on the score sheet. Huntsman with 5. 5 points for Johnny Renteria, 3 for Ruiz Labarin, 6 points for Kulu, 2 points for Andres Atencio Villegas, and for Braden Allison. And, you know, I think for Alamo, they'll feel like maybe they didn't take advantage of the first 4 or 5 minutes of the first quarter the way that they maybe should have, because they could have, you know, maybe pulled away a little bit more. The turnovers, and Centennial's not doing anything unusual. They are trapping at the half court. As soon as the Alamogordo player comes across the half court, they double team, and Alamo's probably turned it over in that like 7 or 8 times. I remember a game probably 10 plus years ago where the same kind of thing was going on for Alamo, and I mean, it was every time they brought it in the front court. Now, it hasn't been that for Alamogordo, and that game they were, you know, they lost by 40 or 50 points, but it was just one of those, it's like, you know, got to be able to learn from the mistake a little bit there, and the Tigers, unfortunately, seem to be putting themselves in the same situation, unfortunately. So credit to Centennial, but I mean, they're running the defense well, but the Tigers have got to, I'm sure they practice it, because I know Centennial did it in the first game. Tigers have got to avoid, you know, those turnovers. I will say the one positive is Centennial really hasn't hurt the Tigers in transition in this game. You know, the Tigers have either gotten back in time or they have not played as well as they or made the plays that they needed to getting the front court. So, again, that's something that if Alamo continues with the turnovers, you can't expect that to continue. And so they've really got to clean that up as the second half goes along. You know, otherwise, you know, they shot the ball okay. They've certainly got some, you know, good finishes from Jaden Hernandez and Marcus Bryant Jr. Probably going to need a few other guys to really step up and knock down some shots as the game progresses if they're going to want to get out of here with a win. So we'll see how it goes. But overall, I mean, I think a better first half for the Tigers than the first game. I don't think Centennial played as well as they did in the first game in the first half, but Tigers on the road certainly want to come out in the second half and get off to a good start. So the Tigers trailing 23-20 at halftime on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And we'll take a break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show, and we'll be back with half number 2 when we return. You're listening to Tiger Basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first-name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. As the Alamogordo Tigers return out to the floor, the Centennial Hawks are at their bench and getting some final words from their coach. The Lady Tigers, by the way, are also playing tonight in Alamogordo. And the Lady Tigers hoping to grab a win against Centennial tonight. Wish them the best of luck. We probably won't have a final for the time we sign off the air. They tipped off or scheduled to tip off at 7:30 this evening. So the Tigers hoping to grab an important road win here. And have just 2 weeks left in the regular season beginning next week. By the way, we've got other games going on Friday and Saturday. Tularosa boys and girls both taking on Nimi. It'll be the girls at home, the boys on the road for this run around. I think the girls tip off at 6, and the boys will tip off at 6:30 in Roswell. And the Cloudcrofts and Mescalero boys and girls will play on Saturday afternoon, 2:30 for the girls, 4 o'clock for the boys. We also have Alamogordo swim in Hobbs for their district meet. Alamogordo girls wrestling in Belen on Friday and Saturday for their regional meets. Tigers will go from left to right in the second half. Hawks from right to left. And it'll be Labyrinth inbounds for Centennial. Tigers will come out with Herrera Hamilton, Hernandez, Grinder, Bryant, and Favela. And for the Hawks, it is Labyrinth and Renteria. And the officials have a little bit of an issue with one of the students who I think they had taken the megaphones from the cheerleaders and they had 2 of them, 3 of them actually, and they've now got all 3 of them. I was wondering if they were going to be able to keep those. You can't. They're essentially aided noisemakers, so you can yell and scream as much as you want, but I think the cheerleaders are the only ones who are actually able to have those. And so the Hawks with the basketball in the front court and working it around. Huntsman goes to 2, right at the elbow, and found Labyrinth. Labyrinth underneath, couldn't get it to go. Rebound going to be deflected out of bounds, last off of Alamogordo, and the Hawks will keep it. 23-20, 7:39 to go in the quarter. Inbounds will go to 2. 2 goes up with the shot, as he was pretty much untouched, working right of the lane. Tigers bringing it in the front court. As Brian has got it, gets in the lane, fires up a jump shot, front run, no good. Was able to grab his rebound, but it ends up being deflected away from him. We get a jump ball. It'll keep it on this side as Grinder and Renteria both had a share of the possession. And it'll be baseline right inbound for the Tigers and Favela, who will give it up to Hernandez. Jaden will find Favela, right elbow jump shot, and that'll rattle out. And the Tigers back on defense now as Renteria bringing in the front court. Tigers got a couple decent looks there, but couldn't finish. Atencio Villegas to Renteria. They'll give it to Labyrinth. Right elbow jump shot is no good. Rebound. Grinder able to wrestle it away from Huntsman. And Hernandez will give it up to Favela, right corner. Julian will find Bryant, who fires the jump shot in the lane, no good. The rebound is going to be a jump ball as Huntsman and Herrera Hamilton were battling for it. And then I think Huntsman, as he was trying to rip the ball away, sort of ran into his own teammate. So there's a kind of a tough collision there, but everybody hops up and is okay. Labyrinth will get it to Huntsman and then plans Renteria. Tigers down 25-20. Labyrinth, Atencio Villegas left corner. He'll dribble out of there. And now Labyrinth will drive the lane, go up with the shot, and finish. So the Hawks score the first 4 points of the quarter. Tigers down by 7. Hernandez with the basketball into the front court. Finds Favela, right corner three. That's no good. And Huntsman able to grab the rebound for the Hawks. Tigers really could have used that. Sorry, folks, not sure when we got disconnected there, but it hasn't been a good run here in the quarter for the Tigers. Ruiz Labyrinth with a slashing run to the bucket to lay it up and in. Cooley 2's got a shot. He fires up a three here. Back the rim, no good. The rebound bounces around. The Tigers have it, and they'll get it in the front court as to the basket, and getting blocked is Grinder. 2 able to get back. Now the Hawks in the front court. Atencio Villegas to Huntsman, who fires up a three. It's no good. And then on the rebound, a foul going to be called on Centennial. By the way, probably when we were off the air there, Trace and Huntsman knocked down a corner three. That puts Centennial up by 10. So not sure when we ended up getting cut off there, but Centennial up by 10. Tigers able to get it in the front court and did a pretty good job of it, trying to squeeze a pass in. Hernandez looking for Herrera Hamilton in the low block, but he sees it deflected away by 2. Tigers will keep possession, though. Baseline right inbounds here for Favela. Gives it to Grinder, back to Favela. Gives it up to Bryant. Bryant pump fakes. Now Favela top of the key with the basketball, guarded by Labyrinth, and he'll give it up to Hernandez. Tigers still looking for their first points of the quarter, as Bryant can't get the three to go. The rebound, though, going to be tracked down by Herrera Hamilton. Antoine will give it up to Favela. Favela tries to drive right of the lane, kicks it back outside to Hernandez. 4:30 remaining, as Hernandez will work to his left and now give it up to Bryant, who holds it left wing extended. Top of the key, it's Herrera Hamilton. Hernandez has got it right wing. Hernandez top of the key, Favela. He's left open for three, but he can't get it to go. And the Tigers hold the shooting here to begin the quarter. And then on the scrum for the rebound, Herrera Hamilton going to get called for the foul. And with 4:13 to go in the third, he will, I think, check out of the game for Isaiah Richards. So Richards returns to the game as the inbounds goes to Eris, who just checked in for the Hawks. Goes to the right corner to Huntsman. 2. finds Labyrin, who works baseline, had a shot blocked by Grinder. And then a pass up ahead by Richards to Hernandez, who's able to finish. That was a heck of a pass by Isaiah Richards. Low bounce pass in between some defenders. And the Tigers get their first points of the quarter, down by 8. 2, looking to drive, goes to the basket, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Alamogordo. Coach Nee upset. He felt like two used his arm and created space. And Coach Nee is looking, I think, to get the attention of the official, and he's not even looking at him. 2 will miss on the first. Seemed like Alamogordo had gotten to the spot, and 2 just bowled over the player, and it was a hard bit of contact, and the Tigers don't get the call. 2 will miss on both, so it ends up not hurting the Tigers, but Favela picked up an extra foul as Richards, right corner, fires up a 3. No good. Rebound, Bryant able to get it. Put back is good. Marcus Bryant Jr. into double figures. And William Bynum is down and hurt. And not sure what happened there. And I think it's something in the lower body, as he may have gotten kind of tangled up when he came down. And so hopefully maybe just a turn of the ankle or something, which is exceptionally painful, but sometimes can end up being nothing too serious. And so he will hop up and not able to put any weight on his left leg. And he was in a fair amount of pain as Coach Nee will help him over to the trainer's room along with the athletic training staff for Centennial. 30-24 the score. Tigers with 3:22 remaining in the third. Hawks working into the front court. Eris gets in the lane, goes up with the left hand, shot no good. 2 gets the rebound, and the putback is there. The Tigers in the front court. Bryant trying to work his way through traffic, is going to be fouled in the middle block left of the lane. And it'll be 2 free throws for Marcus Bryant Jr. Just the third and fourth free throws the Tigers will be shooting tonight. And Marcus makes on the first. 32-25, 3:06 to go in the third quarter. And Marcus makes both. Marcus having a strong night, leading the Tigers with 12 points. Tigers with some pressure in the backcourt. 32-26. Hawks able to break it, though. And the shots partially changed by Ethan Grinder. And good defense by the Tigers on the rebound as it's turned over by Allison. And then a nice feed by Hernandez, but Richards unable to finish on the lay-in. And here come the Hawks the other way. Allison working right of the lane, finds 2. 2 gets to the basket and lays it up and in. I thought he shuffled his feet when he got the basketball, but maybe it was just sort of an awkward movement with his upper body. Tigers in the front court. Bryant gets it to Grinder underneath. Grinder able to finish in close. Good passing there from the Tigers. (34-28). Ethan with 4 points now for Alamogordo. 2:24 remaining in the third, and the inbounds, Allison will find 2. And then get it over to Renteria. Now Allison, ball still in the backcourt. Renteria will get it across the timeline, feed Eris. Eris pump fakes and passes, and Renteria gets in, and he is going to get called for a traveling violation as I think he jump stopped and then slid on the pivot foot. And the Tigers get it back, down by 6. Bryant to Hernandez. Back to Bryant as the Tigers get into the front court. Marcus at the left wing. He'll fire up a 3, and he'll put it down. Marcus Bryant Jr. may be having his best game of the season, and the Tigers have certainly needed him. 34-31 with 1:45 to go in the third on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Atencio Vegas tries to answer right back, cannot. And a rebound going to be called, or I should say a foul going to be called on the rebound, as Aaron Herrera did a nice job of blocking out, and Allison, I believe, got called for the foul. Now the Tigers have brought it all the way back. They were down by 10, and it's back down to 3. That was the halftime difference. So nice battling back here from Alamogordo after a tough start to the quarter. Bryant with the basketball. Finds Herrera at the left wing. It's a zone here for the Hawks now as Bryant directing traffic. Gives it up to Hernandez. Now back to Bryant, top of the key. Gives it up to Herrera. Out to the right corner. Hernandez will pump fake. Dribble once. Give it up to Richards. Richards going to lose the basketball. Here comes Renteria all the way to the basket. We've got a whistle. And it's knocked out of bounds by Richards. No foul, just a good strip of the basketball there by Isaiah. Bryson Bloom going to come into the game as he checks in for Isaiah Richards. 1:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Tigers down 34-31. Inbounds goes to 2 at the right wing. 2 goes all the way to the basket, can't finish. Rebound grab by the Hawks, and Labrin able to finish. Allison was able to get the rebound, fed it to Labrin, who makes it a 5-point difference. 36-31. And at the top of the key, Hernandez dribbles. Bryant at the right wing. Goes the elbow. Good feed to Bloom underneath, who pump fakes, got his defender to fly by, and lays it up and in. Good interior passing there from the Tigers. Back down to a 3-point game. Atencio Villegas at the left wing. Gives it up to Labrin. Bounce pass inside to 2. 2 goes up with the shot and finishes. And he's got 8 in the quarter. The Tigers' deficit is 5 again. Bryant at the top of the key. Now to Hernandez. Gives it up to Herrera. It's Grinder, left wing. Hernandez fires a 3, front of the rim, no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Allison. 8 seconds remaining. Labrin into the front court, has got it the left wing. Labrin will give it up to Renteria. Renteria goes up at the left elbow, just misses the buzzer beater. And that's halftime. That's the end of the third quarter. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Centennial 38, Alamogordo 33. And we'll be back right here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Herrera will inbound for the Tigers to Hernandez. Tigers left to right, down by 5. 38-33 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Bryant's got the ball out between the circles and gives it up to Hernandez. Now Bloom at the left wing. Gives it up to Hernandez, the right wing. Hernandez attacks, tries to work his way in the lane, goes up with the shot, and we'll see if they call the foul in the act of shooting. Yes, that counts. 3-point play opportunity for Jaden Hernandez. Off balance and was able to fight through the contact and finish. And back of the rim, the free throw no good. Herrera trying to draw a tie-up, wasn't able to. Renteria's got it. And the Tigers almost get a turnover. Hernandez had his hand on the ball, but just deflected off and out of bounds at the far sideline. And it'll be back to Centennial. They lead by 3, 7:32 to go in the game. Ball in play here with Renteria. As he's got it between the circles, left wing, Atencio Villegas. Now to the right corner, Huntsman to work the baseline. Bloom, good defense there, forces the pass back outside. It's in the hands of Renteria, top of the key. Out to the left corner, Labyrin. Continue to work it around. And Labyrin, baseline, goes up on the shot and finishes. And we've got a whistle. And timeout going to be called. And I think, I'm not sure what was the reason there. I don't know why the official stopped play. I think he went over the scores table. I don't know if there was a warning or something else, but he was kind of pointing in the student section direction. Hernandez feeds it to Grinder. Grinder along the baseline as the Tigers break through the pressure, and Ethan has got 6 now. Hawks turn it over as they bring in the front court. Tiger pressure gets the turnover. Here's Hernandez. Feeds it to Herrera. Herrera up and underneath the basket, trying to do something with it, but can't get the shot up and in over the taller man, which was Allison. Allison into the front court, gets in the lane, has a shot blocked by Grinder. Tigers the other way with it. Here's Hernandez. Ball handling, free throw line, goes to Bryant, left open, top of the key 3. Couldn't get it to go. Goes high off the top of the backboard. And it'll give the Hawks the possession. Hawks will inbounds to Renteria. Back to Labyrin. 3-point difference, 6:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Labyrin gets it up ahead to 2. 2, tried to feed a cross-court pass to Atencio Vegas, but Bryant steps in front of it. Marcus will bring it into the front court, top of the key, work in the lane, go up with the right hand and finish. 17 points for Marcus Bryant Jr., and he makes it a 1-point difference. 6 points remaining, or 6 minutes remaining here in the game. Hawks break the Tiger pressure. Here's 2 to the basket. Shot was blocked by Herrera. And they called the foul. But Coach Nee with just a thumbs up saying that's an okay foul. You at least make him go to the free throw line to earn it. And so Cooley, too, will shoot 2. He's got 14. And he will miss on the first. Got a really high arc on his free throw, and he's not a bad free throw shooter. Tonight he's not doing particularly well, but I remember the last game, I think he shot around 70-80%. So, but a very high arching shot. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, is going to go out to 2, and so the Hawks get the ball back. Huntsman, right wing 3, no good. Rebound, Hernandez gives it for the Tigers this time. And Hernandez pushing up the floor to the top of the key. Working right of the lane, finds Bryant. Bryant up underneath the basket, gives it back to Hernandez, the right wing. Hernandez attacks to the basket. Shot may have been a little bit blocked there. Tigers had a couple of in-close chances, but unable to finish. Herrera does a nice job of cutting off Huntsman, but Huntsman with a nice feed to 2, and he gets the lay-in. Missed opportunity for the Tigers to take the lead on the other end, and they give up a bucket, and they're back down by 3. Hernandez, a bad pass as he throws it out of bounds over to the far sideline. I think there should have been a Tiger there and had gone to the wrong place. So I think the Tigers have avoided. They really stopped the turnovers in the half court. Huntsman left wide open for a corner 3, and he hits it. And a lapse for the Tigers defensively there. And the Hawks lead, it goes out to 6. Herrera in the corner. Excuse me. Gives it to Bryant. Bryant, off-balance shot, looking for a foul, and he is going to get it. Atencio Villegas gets called. And 2 free throws for Marcus Bryant Jr. He was 2 of 2 at the line. Should point out the Hawks have shot 18 free throws. The Tigers have shot 5 with that one that just missed for Bryant. Ethan Grinder checks out of the game. Julian Favela, I believe, returning to the game. Tigers have gone a little bit shorter bench than they have in some other games this year. They've sometimes gone 9-10 deep. It's been more 7-8 in this game, as the free throw good from Bryant. And Alamogordo going to call a timeout, and I believe it'll be a full one. It's a 5-point game with 4:49 remaining in this one on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, as the Tigers trail the Hawks 45-40. We'll return to Las Cruces on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, right after this.
When life is in full swing, First National mobile banking app provides a useful solution to help you manage your finances. Check your balance, pay bills, or deposit a check. Banking on the go, anytime, anywhere. This is Susie with First National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger. See you at the game.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Tigers trailing by 5. Hawks with the ball in the backcourt. Tigers running a it's kind of a 1-2-2, but the Hawks break it pretty easily as they get it inside to Cooley 2, and he lays it up and in. 47-40. Bryant will bring it in the front court for Alamogordo. Actually, he'll feed it to the far side to Hernandez. Hernandez able to find a corner 3 for Benitez, who knocks it down. Julian Benitez, who's in the game for the first time, his first shot, and he puts it down. The Tigers, 47-43, trail the Hawks. Right corner with it, Huntsman. Herrera guarding him. He'll get it to the left wing. Labyrin will work it around Renteria. Wide open for 3, but passed up. Maybe he knows it's not his shot. Or the Hawks could be just trying to draw some clock here. I don't know. A little early to do that, I would say. Almost stolen away by the Tigers, and now it's a battle for it on the floor. And 2 got to it, and I guess they called a timeout. And it is a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. One note I do want to make, William Bynum has not returned to the Tigers bench after a roll of the ankle. Actually, I see him down here to our left. He's got ice on the ankle, and looks like they're giving him some crutches. So he's come out of the athletic trainer's room. And so hope it's nothing too serious. But they certainly took a lot of time looking at him and not it did look good when it happened. Certainly like he was in a lot of pain, and hopefully he heals up quickly. 3:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's 47-43 with Centennial in front. Tigers with Herrera, Hernandez, Benitez, Favela, and Bryant. As the inbounds goes to two. Two from the right of the lane, goes up with the shot. It's no good. Rebound deflected around. Bryant got the rebound and then tossed it in the front court, expecting somebody to be there. There was no one, and it was just an easy takeaway for Renteria. So that was a waste opportunity there for the Tigers. Herrera stepped in front of a pass intended for Huntsman, and it ends up going out of bounds at the far sideline. 3:32 remaining in the game. As the inbounds goes to Huntsman, or from Huntsman to Renteria. Renteria dribbles to the left wing. Huntsman tries to go to two inside, then Huntsman. Now here's Labyrin with it. Labyrin goes up with the shot. He's going to be fouled, and he makes the shot and a chance at a three-point play. Now a huge bucket with 3:16 remaining. It goes to a 6-point difference. And the Hawks will shoot more free throws. They've had a lot in this game. Labyrin misses. Rebound by Favela. So the Tigers down by 6. As Bryant, catch and shoot three from the left wing is no good. Rebound 2 has got it. And he will get it up ahead to Huntsman. Huntsman will hold up at the right wing. Tigers head numbers. And give it up to Renteria, then back to Huntsman. Under 3 minutes to go in the game on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers trail 49-43. Tencio Villegas will give it to Renteria. Now it's Labyrin. And a nice feed from Huntsman. Shot was blocked by Favela, and the putback is there for Cooley, too, who's now got 20 points and kind of on the similar clip as he was last run around. And Hawks lead is 8. Hernandez to left wing. Hernandez top of the key. Cut off. Gives it up to Favela. Bryant in the left corner. He pump fakes. Works baseline. Jump shot is up and good. 20 points now for Marcus Bryant Jr. It's back down to a 2-possession difference with 2 minutes to go in the game. Labyrin will get it to 2. 2 will find Atencio Villegas, who gets it to Huntsman. Huntsman goes up with the shot and finishes. And coming along late was Favela as he contacts him. And it'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Trayson Huntsman. Huntsman makes on the free throw. And now a 3-possession difference. 54-45 as we cross the 2-minute barrier in the game. Hernandez top of the key. He dribbles now to the right wing. Gives it up to Herrera. Herrera working left of the lane. Gets all the way to the basket and lays it up and in as he drives past Renteria. First bucket of the game for Aaron Herrera. Timeout called, and it'll be a 30-second timeout for Alamogordo. With 1:42 remaining in the game, down by 7. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here. 20 points tonight for Marcus Bryant Jr., 13 for Jaden Hernandez. Ethan Grinder's got 6. 3 points for Julian Benitez, 2 points for Aaron Herrera, 1 for Isaiah Richards, 2 points as well for Bryson Bloom. 20 points for Cooley, 2. Ruiz Labyrin's got 9. Trayson Huntsman has 14. 5 points for Johnny Renteria, 2 for Andres Atencio Villegas, and Braden Allison. Antoine Herrera Hamilton back into the game for Alamogordo. Looking for stops, looking for steals. Hoping you can force Centennial into a turnover or two here as the waning minutes of this game. Tigers led in the first quarter, but have pretty much trailed from the second quarter on. As the inbounds for Labyrin, he'll get it to 2. Give it up to Renteria. Ball still in the backcourt. As Renteria Continues to dribble, picks up his dribble, and then calls a timeout. And we'll see which variety it is here with 1:33 remaining. That was just about 10 seconds there. That was a much-needed timeout. And it is a full timeout. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. With 1:33 remaining in the game on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Centennial 54, Alamogordo 47.
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Hawks with the ball in the backcourt. Renteria, 1:28 to go here in the quarter. And they're going to turn it over. So the Tigers get one of those turnovers that they need here. Now they've got to pay it off on the other end. Alamogordo will bring Jaden Hernandez back into the game. They had checked him out, I think, for defensive purposes. And so Brian will inbound to Hernandez. Tigers down by 7. Got to have a bucket here. Hernandez at the left wing, gives it up to Herrera, top of the key. Herrera, a couple of ball fakes, still with it. Couple dribbles, now gives it up to Hernandez. Bryant sets a screen. Hernandez still with it, 1:07 to go. Tigers taking a lot of time off the court, or off the clock. Bryant works his way towards the basket and forces up a difficult shot. And Coach Nee, I don't know if he was expecting a foul call. I thought that was pretty good defense from Renteria, as he really tried to burrow his way in, but never got particularly good position, and it was good defense. The inbounds, and Renteria will get in the front court to Atencio Villegas. 54 seconds left. And I don't know if the Hawks will be in any hurry to take a shot here. Atencio Villegas in the right corner. Now a foul on her, by call. How about a foul on Herrera? And I think Alamo still has one more foul to give. So it's 45.8 seconds remaining. And so far sideline inbounds for Centennial. Labrin will put it in for the Hawks. And able to get it to Eris, who is open at the baseline. Atencio Villegas gets in the lane, brings it back out, had it stripped away. Herrera Hamilton pushing up the floor, and he is going to be fouled by Renteria with 38 seconds remaining. Not a terrible foul there if you're the Hawks. And the Tigers will inbound baseline right. Inbounds, well, they tried to get it into Favela, but it's deflected out by 2. Tigers will keep possession and near sideline inbounds. And in the backcourt, they'll give it to Hernandez. Jaden gives it up to Favela, passes a little bit behind him, tracks it down. Julian top of the key, and then he will throw it away as he throws it behind Benitez. That whole possession was just out of sorts with 27 seconds remaining. And so a timeout going to be called, and I'm not sure who called that one, if it was Alamo this time around, but the Tigers have 1 timeout remaining. The Hawks have 2. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Now check and see maybe if I've got an update for you guys. I doubt I'll have a final for you on the Alamogordo girls tonight. But make sure you check our Facebook page. Always a good place to find out what's going on with high school sports. Alamo Sports. Just search us on Facebook. You'll find us. Also on Twitter at Charles Winicky or X or whatever. We're also on Instagram on Alamo Sports as well. So you can find us in all of those places and keep up with what's going on. Like, had a couple of Alamogordo Tiger football players that signed their national letters of intent today, with Kamari Morale going to New Mexico Highlands, and Makai Gonzalez is headed off to the Eastern New Mexico University is where he's headed to. I literally was just there this morning, but I was confusing myself on who was going where. 27 seconds left. 2 gets the inbounds and had the ball deflected away. Hernandez has got it. Tigers down by 7. Hernandez to the basket. Can't get the lay-in to go. He was fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. And so Hernandez can make this a 2-possession difference. Tigers are running out of time, and it's pretty much going to have to be a free throw game at this point. And the Tigers can't afford to miss their free throws, which they do right there. Certainly had to have that one. And now got to hope for misses, and they get it one to fall in there. And play the backcourt game a little bit here, but you've got a foul right away. Eris has got it, and 14.6 seconds to go in a 6-point game. And we'll see if the sophomore is able to ice this game away for Centennial. If he makes a couple here, honestly, if he makes one, he's probably got this locked down. So Edis, who will go up with the left hand and make it, and they'll probably lock down the victory here for Centennial. Favela returns the game. Herrera Hamilton will check out. And just some missed opportunities for Alamo. They had the deficit down to 3 here in the second half, and actually had it down to 1. Just not able to fight this one back. But 14.6 seconds to go. Hernandez let the ball roll all the way to midcourt. And he will fire up a top of the key 3. It's good. Nee calls a timeout. And it's a 5-point difference with 9.6 seconds remaining. Tigers certainly not going away. But as soon as the clock starts running at the Hawks inbound, it's got to be an immediate foul from Alamo. The problem now lies that Alamo doesn't have any timeouts, so even if they make a bucket, the Hawks could basically take their time on the inbounds, and you got 5 seconds, you can let the clock run out, and so that just, it's going to have to be a steal on the inbounds, in all honesty, and even then, it's just the clock not on your side, but it would have to be a steal on the inbounds, and then right away, and then maybe and try to foul as quick as you can on the inbounds play. So not an easy scenario here for the Tigers to try and fight this one back. But hey, good effort from Alamogordo tonight. They'll be disappointed with the defeat, but again, I'll be honest. It's that last week of the season, the district tournament is going to be where the Tigers are going to need their best basketball if they want to make the postseason this year. So it'll be Labyrinth to inbounds. And he throws it off of Herrera Hamilton. No time ran off the clock. I think he might have added some time as well. It's 9.6. I think 8.6 is what it was before we went to the timeout. And so Centennial, I think, on the inbounds, I think Labyrinth moved, thinking he could run the baseline. And so, boy, that's about perfect as you want for the Tigers. I was wondering what happened. Herrera gets it to Marcus Bryant Jr., fires up a 3. It's no good. Rebound, though, grabbed by Atencio Villegas. And he'll be fouled with 4.9 seconds remaining. And, well, the Tigers had a chance. They really had to fire up a quick shot there. That was smart from Marcus to try and get one off there. And so I think that's 5 fouls on whoever that was. I think it's on Herrera. Herrera Hamilton will come back into the game. So it'll be Atencio Villegas to shoot a pair of free throws. He'll miss on the first. And unfortunately for Alamo, even if he misses both here, just not enough time. They had another timeout, I would say yes, but Benitez pushes it up ahead to Bryant Jr. Ball's deflected away. And that'll do it as Centennial gets the win, 56-51 over the Alamogordo Tigers tonight. We'll take a break as we'll go to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Get to your stats and wrap this one up from Las Cruces. Again, on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Hawks 56, Tigers 51. We'll be back right after these messages.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today, oterofcu.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Centennial Hawks defeat the Alamogordo Tigers. Final score 56-51. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. I'm Charles Winicky. Thanks so much for listening to our broadcast tonight. Marcus Bryant Jr. led the Tigers with 20. Jaden Hernandez had 17. 6 points for Ethan Grinder. 3 points for Julian Benitez. 2 points for Aaron Herrera and for Bryson Bloom. For the Hawks, Cooley 2 led his team with 20. It was 11 points for Ruiz Labarin and 14 for Trayson Huntsman, 5 for Johnny Renteria. 2 points for Andres Atencio Villegas. Anthony Eris with 2. Braden Allison with 2 as well. I mean, nobody, similar to the first game, nobody was able to jump out to a big lead. It kind of, back and forth. And, Alamo in the first game, kept it within 6 to 8 points pretty much the entire way. That was kind of what we had tonight. Certainly some missed opportunities for Alamogordo, but I thought the Tigers played pretty well tonight. It was, credit to Centennial for, making the plays when they needed to. They definitely got the advantage on the foul call and free throw chances tonight, but, again, that's not a criticism of the officials. That's just what happened. I mean, they shot a lot more free throws than the Tigers did tonight. I think about a 15 difference. Tiger shot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 free throws. The Hawk shot 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 21, 23, 25. And mind you, some of that late in the game with the Tigers trying to foul, but even before that, it was still about a 10 to 15 free throw difference. And I think part of that has to do with trying to defend the underneath, the big guys underneath. But Alamo, nothing really stood out. I mean, other than just needing to make a few buckets here or there that they weren't able to. And certainly in the first half, the turnovers, bringing it into the front court, doing the same thing over and over again. I think that was, when you watch it, you're like, what? So, I mean, I think that was more than anything else, just not, learning from what they're doing and putting yourself in the same situation, 4, 5, 6 times. And I thought they handled that half-court trap much better in the second half. Still had some turnovers, but for the most part, not quite as many. And also they got off to a slow start at the beginning of the second half. They were able to fight back, though, and just didn't have quite enough. Kind of an unusual night scoring-wise that they had 2 guys really pace everything. Usually it's a team that, sometimes you don't even have anybody in double figures because you have so many guys on the score sheet, but just 6 guys score points tonight. Usually it's more like 8, 9, 10 or more for the Tigers. But like I said, this isn't, end of the world for Alamogordo because, I think the scenario was still that they were going to need to win the district tournament to get into the postseason anyway. So you just try to bounce back, see if you can maybe pull off a surprise on Monday against Oregon Mountain. And, you've got Mayfield on the road. You've got another game against Gadsden. You've got, game at home against Las Cruces. So see if you can maybe pull off surprises against Cruces and Oregon Mountain at home, help out your positioning a little bit in the district tournament. I think that's, that's what the Tigers have got to have eyes towards here over the final number of games of the season. All right, that's going to do it for the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show. I do not have a final score for you from back in Alamogordo. We'll post it up on our Alamo Sports on our Facebook page, and also on Twitter. We already have the final for this game up there, which on the Richardson Motor scoreboard is Centennial 56 and Alamogordo 51. As I mentioned, our next Tiger broadcast will be on Monday from the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit as Alamogordo boys host Oregon Mountain. So look forward to bringing that one to you. Hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their Thursday night, and we will talk to you soon right here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Thanks so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast.
Brown Bag Deli takes pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable taste. Stop by today and experience the difference their Boar's Head meats and quality cheeses make. Whether you're in the mood for a sandwich or a salad, Brown Bag Deli makes everything fresh and packed with flavor. Head on over to Brown Bag Deli at 9th and Washington for your next meal, or call for convenient takeout